Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of The Bro Zone. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm your host, Matthew Zarowski, along with
Malachi Zarowski.
And today we are going to be talking about all different kind of sorts of stuff, from hunting to other subjects that I might bring up to Malachi, and he'll have to just answer me. So, what do you think about that, Malachi?
Sounds good.
All right, let's get started.
Welcome to the zone where the bros all grown. Mic hot like fire, this your podcast home. We break it down, flip it up, twist it down. Bro zone in your ears, yeah, we set the tone. The bro zone, yeah, you know it's on. Hit play, stay strong. Welcome to the bro zone. Real talk, real vibes all day long. The bro zone where the bros belong.
Yes, I know it's been a minute since we've had an update for the podcast coming out, but we are releasing it. And Malachi, what do you think? Do you think this is going to be a success? Do you think this is going to be a flop? I don't know. It depends on the audience. I mean, you got to answer this question. He's just kind of looking at me. He's not really doing anything. Well, you got to answer the question. Do you think it's going to be it's going to be a win, or is this going to be a flop?
Very hard question.
You get a little closer to the microphone.
Very hard question.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, it is a hard question, but I think we'll do good if we have it. Since we have the podcast now, we're gonna have it on YouTube and on Spotify. So, we have a new channel coming up for this podcast, and then we're just gonna I don't know how you would say, but we'll just have it intertwined with the main channel, so that way you guys can find it much easier if you just go on the other channel and then subscribe to this channel, which is the podcast channel. Thank you guys very much. And yeah, so we thought to do a video type of a podcast, kind of like Dude Perfect does theirs, and then, there's a lot of podcasts out there that do video podcasting, but we're not going to do that because it's just a little overwhelming with just cameras and everything. And yeah, so we're just going to do audio for now anyways. You never know, the budget, we might get paid by YouTube, and and Spotify. We might get paid by both, and then we'll get a bunch of money, and then we'll do the we'll have video podcast hopefully. But anyways, okay. So Malachi, you belong to Civil Air Patrol, correct?
Yes, I do.
Is there anything you can tell to people? Because I know all the time people come up to you and they say, "What is Civil Air Patrol?" Can you tell us a little bit about it without breaking the rules? Because I know there's rules of like stuff that people from the outside should know about Civil Air Patrol, but I'm just wondering, like, what stuff can you tell?
Civil Air Patrol is a nonprofit organization that is the official auxiliary of the United States Air Force. It is a great way to learn leadership, and it's also a great way to learn self-discipline. And those are just a couple of things about Civil Air Patrol that are really great. And yeah.
So tell us what you do. Like, what activities do you do?
So we do, like the Air Force does, PT, physical training, and then every few months we have PT tests. And then as activities, we do a lot of volunteering stuff.
Okay.
And so upcoming I'll be volunteering at school to do some stuff, and then we do our weekly meetings, and we do a lot of drill outside for training and stuff like that.
Like, you do PT, which is physical training. You do with physical training, you do running.
Yeah, for the PT,
push-ups.
For the PT test, it's
what
usually
do you do?
a mile and push-ups, sit-ups,
So you run a mile?
stretching, and yes, we do.
Okay.
And there's certain times you gotta get the mile done.
Okay.
Then for just regular PT, we'll do some drill, and then we will do some.
Now, what's drill?
Okay, so drill is, so if you watch the military, whenever they march, drill is just like facing movements, marching, and just, we do drill to learn just it also, there's where the self-discipline comes. It's a great way to learn self-discipline due to being in sync with everybody else and not just going your own way. You gotta focus and yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm not in Civil Air Patrol, okay? I don't have time for Civil Air Patrol, especially with the YouTube channel. And that's why I'm telling you guys, this is just a lot of work, and all the stuff we've been trying to do. The reason why the podcast has been out like 28 subscribers later is because, it's it's a busy time of the year. I didn't realize that it would get this busy. It's kind of ridiculously busy because it's November, Thanksgiving is coming up. Malachi and Anna Claire has been doing this gingerbread house competition, which has been very interesting. Can I do a video about that? Like a vlog? Do you think I could do that?
Maybe, I don't know.
Would that be allowed?
I don't know.
Probably. Anyways, if you guys want to know about that, let's talk about... Okay, Malachi, let's talk about the gingerbread houses. Tell them what you've been doing for, like, the past few weeks and that you haven't been able to do stuff with me and, have the podcast, for example. And, so tell us about that. And you've been doing this with Anna Claire as well, our little sister who's 9 years old, just to let you guys know. But yeah, so Malachi, what? Tell us what you've been doing for the past few weeks. Like, where have you been, buddy? What happened to your YouTube channel? And like, why are you so busy?
Yeah, I kind of gave up on that. But the gingerbread house competition, yeah, we've been working on that for a while. I don't even know specifically how long, but these gingerbread houses are not. They have to be. They can't just be an average gingerbread house. You put a lot of time. You gotta give it give it your best effort. You gotta give it a lot of detail, and it's.
And are these like normal sized gingerbread houses? Are they like small? Are they big? Or the medium? Like, what do you think? Compared to like the average gingerbread house you buy at the store, are they way bigger than that?
Some are, some aren't. Most of them are decently sized.
All right.
A little bigger than the average, but yeah.
Like, would you say these are kind of like the gingerbread houses, ladies? If you're not watching, but if you're listening to the podcast and you've watched the Hallmark Channel, is it something like? So, just to explain something, is it like a competition that you would see in a Hallmark movie, probably?
Kind of,
yeah. Except it's real life, and
which is way better.
It's way better. Let me ask you a question. Are these edible gingerbread houses?
Yes, everything you use must be edible.
Except the
You should be able to, the base, I use 2 by 2, so it's a 2 foot wide, 2 foot. So it's 2 foot by 2 foot board that I use and cover the whole board with whatever icing and stuff like that. But everything besides the board must be edible. I mean,
does it taste good?
The gingerbread, no, probably not. But
you've never tried it?
I've never tried it, but
did Anna Claire try it?
I don't think so.
Okay,
but everything's edible, but it doesn't mean it all has to taste good.
Yeah.
So, then the icing is extremely sweet.
Is it royal icing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Technically, if you had to, you could just eat the whole gingerbread house.
If you wanted to, if you're like starving on an island or something, you could eat it.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's all we need to know. Okay, so all right. Okay, let's see. All right, let me talk a little bit about the buck I got. Yes, I have not done a video on it yet, but Malachi's shaking his head. Yeah. So what happened is that, okay, I'll tell you the story. What happened is that I was in the tree stand, opening day of gun seasoning. Gun season. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Gun season. And let me just tell you, it was a show. It was a show. So I went out in the morning, saw 2 deer. They ran off, though. They probably smelled me. So I didn't see anything after that. And then I went out in the evening, and that's where it got good. So actually, I did not see any deer in that whole entire afternoon/evening until I was about to get out of the tree. Okay, let me actually tell, but I'm going a little ahead of myself. So, 10 minutes before shooting light is not legal, after, I think, what is it? Shooting light was like 6:30? No, it was 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock, you couldn't shoot anymore. So, it was like 5:50. So I was like, okay, I'm going to rattle. I have not seen anything. I have not seen any deer this evening. I'm going to rattle. So I rattled. And then I waited for like 2 or 5 minutes, and I didn't see anything. And I was like, okay, I'm going to pack up. It's cold. Well, actually, I don't think it was actually that cold. But I was like, okay, I'm just going to get out of here because it's just getting dark. So I'm about to unload my gun, and then I look over to my left. And then I see a deer. And then, so I got my grunt call, grunted at him just a couple times, just softly. And then he came around, jumped over the property line fence, came over to my side of the property, and then came in at like 15 yards. I have my 16 gauge shotgun that belonged to my great grandpa, and I shot him. I aimed right between the neck and the shoulder because he was quartering away a little bit. So I aimed down there, got him, destroyed the lungs. It was a good shot. Went down 75 yards, and well, we found it, or I found it. I saw blood, but I didn't even follow the blood trail. I just kind of guessed where he was, and I found him, which was pretty cool. And, so here's the funny part. My watch died, okay? And, Malachi, what were you doing at that time at 6 o'clock? What were you doing at 6 o'clock? Eating.
I was eating dinner.
He was eating dinner with the grandparents, with our parents, and with our other brother and sister. So, I'm outside, my watch is dead, and my phone doesn't have any cell service. So, what am I going to do? Because I can't do this by myself. I was thinking, should I gut the deer by myself? I was like, maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I really didn't know exactly, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the guys. So, because I know I'm gonna need help dragging this deer out of here. So, I put the gun on the deer, and then I leave my backpack there, and then I start running to the truck, which is, I don't know how far. I had to go through a whole cornfield to get to the truck, and I literally ran. Man, my legs felt half heavy after that. And then get in the truck. I had the emergency brake on, Malachi. I don't know if you knew about this. I had the emergency brake on, and I totally forgot that I had the emergency brake on, okay? I get out, start going as possibly fast as I can without braking the truck. And my thing keeps beeping. It goes beep, 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 beep. I'm like, why is it beeping? I'm so annoyed with this because I'm trying to get to the house. Well, it's because I left the emergency brake on, and I was like, oh, okay. So I stopped, turn it off, and then I kept going. So, get to the house, run to the back door, and then open up the door and told everybody that I got a buck and that it was dead and I need Malachi and Deb. So they came out with their hunting clothes and boots, and so they came out, and then we got our neighbor who lets me hunt on his property where I got the deer. He came and helped us too. So we went out there, and it was easy to find him because I already knew where he was. And then Dad and I gutted out the deer, and then we dragged it out. Malachi, tell us about what happened to you, because earlier in the season, bow season, I got a doe. That was like the beginning of the rut. So what happened? So you were perfectly and physically fine when we got the doe out, correct?
Yes.
What happened after, like, we were carrying out the buck, and it was actually easier. It felt less heavy because you actually had something to hold on to, which were the antlers. But what happened to you? Because I remember, like, you got hurt and you couldn't drag it anymore.
I don't know, some reason, I don't know how specifically, but I pulled something in my back.
He pulled something in his back. And then, so Mr. Gary, our neighbor, helped me drag it out. Malachi was hurting, and then, so that's just too bad. He had to hold the, what were you holding that whole time?
The gun.
The gun. Oh, okay. Of course you wanted to hold the gun. And anyways, and then we got it out there. We got it into the truck, and then we got back home. And then Dad and I hung it up, and then we started getting the skin off of it, skin fur, and then we got the meat off of it. And that we did that. It took so long because this was like the first time he and I doing this. Well, he actually has done it before, but he did that himself, and that was a long time ago. And so we tried to do it. It was new to me. I've never done it before. And then, so it took us till like 4 o'clock in the morning to get that done. And it was Sunday. So actually, I shot the deer Saturday evening. When I mean 4 o'clock, it was already Sunday. So then, the next morning, I had to get up and go to church. And church is at 10 o'clock. So if you ever been up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, you know what it's like to get up at like 10 o'clock. You still feel really tired. And actually, I didn't get up at 10. We have to get up at 7:15. Because
he's only slept for like, I don't know, almost 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours? Yeah, I barely got any sleep. But I was still so excited from getting the buck. So I had the energy to go to church, told our friends about it, and we played. It was actually so cold Sunday, the day after, what was it, November 9th? Yeah, November 9th. November 9th. Okay. Yeah, so it was November 9th, Sunday. Cold, so windy, and it was like a freezing wind. It was crazy. We played this game, which is called Flicker. Basically, where you have a soccer ball, volleyball, whatever.
Well, it's like ultimate frisbee soccer. And if you want to, it could become like a football. But it's kind of like a combination.
How do you add football into there?
If you want to tackle.
Wait, you can tackle?
I think you can.
Really?
But nobody does because...
Oh, because the girls play.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I'm glad we don't tackle,
It'd be so much
honestly.
fun if we did tackling, though.
I'm kind of glad we don't, though. Which,
But
that would be a pain.
I've not heard
it's a pain
any
already
rules that
running and stuff.
you can't tackle.
But yeah, so so it was really cold, and I'm surprised we did play that game. But it was crazy. It was freezing cold. I was goalie because I was out of energy. I could not run that day. Here's my thing. Whenever we do sports, sometimes at church, some days I have a lot of energy. I can do it, and it's easy. Some days, like when it's not Sunday or Friday, like for example, on the party Saturday, I could not run. I don't know why. I was so exhausted. I didn't even really do that much that day. But I was so exhausted, I could not run. And it's just... Yeah, it was terrible. But anyways, that's my story about the deer. Hopefully you guys like it. I might do a video on it. We'll see. I mean, so what happened was I didn't get a video of the buck. The reason why was because I thought it wouldn't turn out anyways, because it was literally the last minute of shooting light when I shot it. And I was like, well, the cameras are not going to see this anyways. So it's like, why videotape? And he's coming in. And it's like, I don't want to scare this deer away. So
That's why you can use AI. No,
yeah,
I'm
you
kidding.
can.
Well,
yeah. I could make an explanation of what happened, and then add like an AI video. That would be pretty funny. But anyways, so yeah, that's the deer hunting story, and that's Malachi's Civil Air Patrol stuff that he does. And so, what else can we talk about here? Because let's talk about the new stuff that is happening with everything that's going on in the industry, let's just say. Because, Malachi, did you hear about the new live-action Moana movie?
what?
He's shocked right now.
I did not hear about that.
Yep. The trailer came out 2 days ago as today. What day is it today? November 19th. Today is November 19th. It came out a couple days ago. They already are making a live-action movie based off of a movie they made just 10 years ago, and they made Moana 2, which is the sequel, which is also a cartoon last year or 2 years ago. And they're already making a live... Like, do they just feel like they have the need of just keep releasing Moana content? Like, what's the deal with Disney? If you're listening to this right now, which I doubt, but Disney, I'm talking to Disney, you're making a mistake. You're making mistakes. I have not even seen the movies, and I am defending the original cartoons because it's not.
Even though we haven't watched the
Even though we haven't even seen the cartoons, I'm still defending them because it's not right. Because I'm also, aware of other people's feelings of people who have actually seen the films. And it's a bummer because it's like, let the cartoon be its own thing, Like, that's what makes me upset about it. But at the end of the day, who cares? Also, let's talk about NF. He just released his new EP a few days ago. What do you think about his new EP?
I think his new EP is really good.
I think it's pretty good. My favorite song on there is Fear. I think that's the best one.
Cool. I've not listened to him that many times, but yeah, from what I've heard, they're pretty good.
Yeah. And I've started recently listening to him. He's pretty good, I'd say. But not all of his songs I would suggest, but a lot of them are really good. His mainly his more recent ones. His older ones are a little, I don't know. But his newer ones are a little better. His, obviously, more of the, I guess when his career got to the middle from today since he started. So I guess the middle of his career since of today. It's pretty good. Hopefully that makes sense what I'm saying, but Malachi's no, I don't know. But sorry about that. But anyways, yeah, it's pretty good. And how about what else has happened? I feel like there's just a ton of stuff happening. Oh, there's the movie David coming out. What do you think about David? Have you seen the trailer for it?
I know nothing about this David. I know what it is, but I don't know anything other than the basics.
So anyways, but the official trailer just came out recently too. It's pretty interesting how all these trailers are coming out. It looks really good. It looks like Pixar made the movie. But they didn't.
Oh, also...
But it looks really good.
Also, I found out that, I think it was so, let's see. I think it was the top 40 songs or
Yeah.
whatever, it's like the first time in a long time that there's not a rap song on there, which is really surprising.
On the top 40 on like
Top
the
40
Billboard
something.
or something like that?
I don't know specifically what it was, but it's like top 40 song. It's some bigger thing, I think.
Interesting. But anyways, back to the David movie. Yeah, it looks really good. I think it's going to be like the next Prince of Egypt like type of movie. Like that big. I think that's what it's going to be like. I think so. It's coming out Christmas time, so if you guys want to go see it, make sure to look up David, and it looks really good. And maybe I'll go to the theater. I don't know. We'll see. But I really want to see the movie. I don't know. I might not go to the theater for it, but definitely going to watch it when it comes out on, I guess, I don't know what streaming service, but it'll be fun. I think it looks really good. So, yeah. But I think that's going to be the end for the first episode of the Bro Zone. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. And as always, God bless. And y'all have a good day. And you have just listened to the first episode of the Bro Zone. All right. See you next time.